So the most important thing about this, do you know how to find the law that states we must pay for license plates on cars and trailers? I can find statutes, but no laws. So whenever you are looking at statutes, you are dealing with a corporation. You're in the commercial jurisdiction. So you will not find any laws for driving or things associated with driving, because there are no laws that tell you that you can't travel, because traveling is a constitutional right. So you have to understand jurisdiction. So let me see if I can bring up some case law. Hold. Okay. When the state allows the formation of a corporation, it may control its creation by establishing guidelines, statutes, for its operation, charters. Corporations who use the roads in the course of business do not use the roads in the ordinary course of life. There is a difference between a corporation and an individual. The United States Court has stated, I was going to try to show you the screenshot, but it's just too messy. It's too much glare. I'm going to read it to you, and then you can find it, and I'll tell you how. We are of the opinion that there is a clear distinction in this particular between an individual and a corporation, and that the latter has no right to refuse to submit its books and papers for examination on the suit of the state. The individual may stand upon his constitutional right as a citizen. He is entitled to carry on his private business in his own way. His power to contract is unlimited. He owes no duty to the state or to his neighbors to divulge his business or to open his doors to investigation so far as it may tend to incriminate him. He owes no such duty to the state, since he receives nothing therefrom. Beyond the protection of his life, liberty, and property, his rights are such as the law of the land long antecedent to the organization of the state, and can only be taken from him by due process of law and in accordance with the Constitution. Among his rights are the refusal to incriminate himself and the immunity of himself and his property from arrest or seizure except under warrant of law. He owes nothing to the public so long as he does not trespass upon their rights. Upon the other hand, a corporation is a creature of the state. It is presumed to be incorporated for the benefit of the public. It receives a certain special privileges and franchises and holds them subject to the laws of the state and the limitations of its charter. Its rights to act as a corporation are only preserved to it so long as it obeys the laws of its creation. There is a reserved right in the legislature to investigate its contracts and find out whether it has exceeded its powers. It would be a strange anomaly to hold that the state, having chartered a corporation to make use of certain franchises, could not, in exercise of its own sovereignty, inquire how those franchises had been employed and whether they had been abused, and demand the production of corporate books and papers for that purpose. Hale versus Hinkle, 201 U.S. 43, 74 to 75. Take a look. Do your due diligence.